Hi everyone, this is Caitlin. I'm back with something I think that I'll be doing a lot of, which is just a series of mini readings. So my core focus of readings has to do with general, what does God want us to know, kind of a direction. I found that my messages and my guides are much more it's much more clear communication when I keep it open whenever I just say what's most important right now. And I also believe that that's probably the most beneficial way for us to all ascend together and a better, maybe more quickly done pace. If we all focused on what God most wanted us to focus on, I just think things would work out a lot better. So yeah, I can do focused readings, and I will in the future on certain things, but the thing that I am drawn to the most, the thing I find the most enjoyment out of, which is when you find enjoyment out of something, it's a sign from God and Source that that's something that you enjoy it for a reason. Obviously it needs to be something of good intention or bring goodness into this world, but if you really, really, really enjoy, it could be anything. If you really, really enjoy running, if you really enjoy running, then it means you're supposed to be doing something with running. Maybe you're supposed to connect with a group of people who all go running together and you're able to help them in some way. Or you enter a marathon, and if you win it, you donate the money. I don't know. God can work through you through running, though. That's why you enjoy it. God is going to give you enjoyment with the things that are going to best serve you. So remember that in the future. I just get the most enjoyment out of asking God, what needs to most be said or shared. And when I receive those answers through my cards, I just feel so much, I just feel very certain and sure. And I like that feeling. So we're going to do that. I know that there's a lot of groups out there. There's lots of different groups of people, but there are still groups. There are a lot of people who are going through very similar things. So, in order to get all as I could do just one group and it'd be who God most wants to speak to. But I feel like there's just so many, so we're just gonna do a bunch of little mini readings. And so whatever group you may resonate with one of the readings, you might resonate with all three. It doesn't matter. There's groups that overlap other groups. You're part of multiple groups. This is just some wisdom, and it's just not my wisdom. It doesn't come from me. I'm simply a mere translator. This is just what I get, what I see, what I hear, what I feel from those who know more than me, i.e. my guides, God, the universe. There's so many different terms you could put on it all, and so many different things involved, and yet it is all one. It is all the same. So I am, as always, using my Everyday Oracle cards. These are my babies. They travel with me. They stay near me when I sleep. They also never fail me. So, that box is destroyed. So, here we go. We're gonna just put that there. Okay. All my crystals, they all want to be part of this. Okay. I hope you are all taking good care of yourselves during the purging that's going on. Oh my goodness. There's just a ridiculous amount of energy happening, purging happening. I've had some really crazy stuff happen, including breaking my phone, losing everything, saying things to people that I never thought I'd say to, saying things that I didn't. We're so not me. But that's the thing. We're purging things that don't benefit us, that don't better us, that aren't good for us. And so that's part of the deal with that. to get it out, it has to come to the surface. To get that out of your system, you have to come to the surface to get it out. You can scrape the crud off the surface. You can't like dig, like just go fishing in there and get it out. It has to come up to get out. So if you are noticing that lately, that's what's going on. And there's so much energy behind it. So, oh, God, what do you want us to know? Who needs most help? Sometimes we just start with one card. We'll just see. Oh, nope. There's another. Where's this one? All right. We'll see. And yeah, there's going to be one more. Oh my. No, those don't count. I'm told that there's another one. There is definitely a fourth outcome card or influence card. And there's no set way that I do the card pulling. It changes every time, but I'm told to do that. I try to follow certain ones, and it's the bottom of the deck. Okay. Okay. That's something different, though. We're going to leave that here for now. Okay. So let's look at the first card. This is the home card. It is the Two of Hearts. And let me just quickly find, here it is, my handy dandy notebook with all my notes. Home, family, stability, traditionalism. So this has to do with something, your family or something on the home front that's going on, and or it could do with maybe a way that you're like traditionalism, as in maybe the way you were raised or the type of culture you were surrounded in. We'll just see where this goes. Okay, so then this, okay, did I just kick? This is the Delirious. It's the Nine of Diamonds, and it is stupid actions, foolish behavior. Okay. And then this is the Worry card. I can see where this is going. This is the Ace of Spades. Worry, affliction, irritation, trouble. And we're going to wait for that one. Okay, so there's a group of you out there right now. Sometimes these mini readings seem pretty obvious, but they're kind of like shout outs from God, almost like I'm watching you. I see what you're doing, and I also want you to fix it, or I wish this for you, or it's kind of just like a call out almost in a way. So on the home front, some of you are, and this to me would be just a terrible assumption on my part, but I am being drawn to say probably in the younger generations, you're causing family disruption and issues because of like really stupid behavior, quote unquote. Like you're going out and drinking a lot, partying a lot. It's a lot of distracting yourself. And this is the Worry card. This is obviously like probably your mom. And also as you getting in trouble a lot, like literally this card is also trouble. It's worry, irritation, trouble. You're irritating your parents, probably. I'm assuming it's probably your parents. Maybe it could also be your family. Like, it could also be if you have kids and your wife is home a lot. And I say wife, it could also be husband. It could go any way. But if you're going out a lot, you're distracting yourself by doing maybe not the smartest choices outside of the home. And it's worrying your wife, or it's causing a lot of issue because you're not spending time at home with her or girlfriend. And I'm even just saying he and her because of the people in the cards. This could easily be someone of divine feminine energy and be a female who's doing the exact same thing and worrying her husband or any number of things. So, I mean, I feel like that's pretty basic. That someone on the home front, it's mainly to do with family, foolish behavior, going out, probably drinking, staying out late, and it's causing some issues at home, or maybe this is just something that's just happening. So, the bottom of the deck. Okay, so this is the friend card. So this is how I believe to help. And so this is the Four of Clubs. Yeah, the Four of Clubs. Friend, confidant, guest, relationship of trust. I have okay. If you're doing this, you're going out, you're doing these things, I think that the source of the problem and also the source of the way to fix it is finding a friend. New friends, not being part of, maybe for like the friends, the people that your friends are the root of the problem. So it's probably your friend group that you're with. And then also the way to heal this and help this is to make new friends. So I would really encourage, looking at those around you and seeing if they're influencing you in the way that you should be. Does it encourage this going out and drinking and partying behavior? Or could you go to do anything that could introduce you to new people? And I don't know why I'm called to say this, but it's only because some people are like, how am I supposed to go and make friends? Like, what would I go do? And I'm not going to sit here and tell people who party all the time that they need to start going to like group club things, because a lot of people aren't going to do that. A lot of people go and drink and party because of, I don't know. I don't know how to put the words on it, but I feel like if you're one of these, if you're this person, you do, I'm being called to say that if you go out and party and drink a lot, maybe to chill yourself out is to just go to a bar and don't drink as much, just be more relaxed. Don't go to like a house party and like do drugs and stuff. Just go to a bar and drink, and then maybe meet a new friend there. Like talk to people. I mean, people like drink and get social. And maybe go there with a friend who's not so crazy, or maybe a family member, and like just meet new people. But for some reason I'm hearing that party people can meet friends in a bar that aren't bad people. I don't know why that's up. That's just what I'm told. I get a lot of head nodding from my guides when I'm on the right track, and I'm getting a lot of head nodding with that. So I'm not saying go spend more time in bars if it's causing issues at home. I'm just saying maybe instead of doing the hardcore party stuff, like do something that doesn't like completely change your entire way of life, even though that might be healthy for you. That's also not exactly easy for a lot of people. So I understand. So maybe if you're just going to keep drinking, go to a more chill location. It sounds interesting, and if it doesn't resonate with you, then it might sound even silly. But the fact of the matter is it's not silly. People have their own things, I don't even want to say weaknesses, but I guess that's the right direction. Their own like things that they do or they surround themselves with. They enjoy drinking, and even if it is a distraction, that's a whole separate issue. This is what's causing issues at home. It's causing issues at home or from your parents or something onto that effect because of the going out and the drinking and such. Your friend group is where to look to fix that. So we're going to put all of these here. Okay. So that was the first, just one group. And then what we're going to do is go ahead and do... Okay, what's another... I'm working on it, okay? I am going to keep this card out because it has actually been a very common card to come out. So we're going to see if it actually, I'm sure that it's going to have influence because it seems to just be influencing a lot of readings lately. Alrighty. I might go to a different method of drawing. Oh my. See, I say that and then that happens. Okay. Well, then I'm going to do this. Yeah, they're in here somewhere. Okay. These two, actually. And okay. I don't need all that. Okay, let me take, I'm currently, give me one moment. I've made a vegan shake. It's honestly actually really good. Okay. Oh my god. Oh boy. Okay. It's been so interesting. I mean, I shuffle my cards on even when I'm not doing a reading. I just shuffle them to practice, just to like give my hand something to do. I shuffle constantly. So it's always so interesting when the exact same cards from other readings come out. And I mean, like, okay, we're just going to jump into it. These are very similar cards to a prior reading that I've done. However, that doesn't mean it's the exact same story. There is one new card in it. So we're going to see where it goes. So first of all, I feel like this is more of an overall thing. I don't really know if this has to do with the story itself, but I'll just share that this is the Five of Hearts, and it's a joyous heart card, and it's pastime, hobby, distraction. So we might come back to that. It might influence, we'll see. This is the Seven of Diamonds, and it is the child card. And it could be birth or growth, even of a project. So it could be an actual baby, an actual child, but it's also kind of like the beginning of something new or growth in something that's going on. This is the Three of Clubs, and it is the travel card. And let's focus it on that. Travel, it's vacation, transfer, move. This card is in everything right now. There's so much movement going on right now. And then this is the Eight of Clubs, which is the reunion card. And this card hasn't come out in any readings lately. So it's always fun to see. There are some cards in this deck I do readings constantly, and I still don't think I've ever pulled them. and it's just because it's not in the energy at the moment. And then there's some cards that get pulled constantly. So this one hasn't been pulled, I think, like at all. Anyway, it is the 8 of Clubs. It is reunion. It is romantic encounter or job offer. So okay, so I'm getting a couple things from it. So we're just gonna, what I like to do is I just go down the different branches of what it could be, and certain branches kind of light up more, so then I know more so of what it is. Also, I've learned that this channeling thing is a dialogue, not just a one-way street. So it takes 2 to figure it out. I have to ask questions to get answers, correct? So I believe what this could, okay, so here's one avenue. So something, there's either, okay, so it's either the birth or start of a, I'm assuming probably a new project. Okay, so here's one of the ways. Is it's going to be either a new project that you've just started, or it's something that, well, I mean, this makes it even more, okay, so it's probably like it's a pastime, hobby, or distraction. Probably not distraction in this case, probably more of pastime or hobby. Maybe it's something that you really enjoy and it's kind of like a hobby, but you would love to turn it into your career, or you're trying to make it your career, but it's not your full job right now. Right now you have a normal job, you know, that 9 to 5, or that, you know, just your everyday person job. But this is something that's like a hobby of yours that you would love to make into a career because you enjoy it more. Joy is heart. It brings joy into your heart. So I'm thinking that you're started focusing on that becoming a career, or you've been working on this hobby becoming a career, something that you've really wanted to nurture and grow is growing. This is growth. This card means birth or growth. In order to get what you want, though, you're going to need, I believe, this says you are considering traveling, because the certain place, like there's a certain place that would be better benefit this job or this hobby or whatever. So it's inviting you to consider relocating for this. And that's a really scary jump. I think that's why it's coming up. I think that with the way that my channeling works, the people of these groups need to hear something specifically. And I think this one is to take a leap of faith, to go after the joy in your heart. That's the whole goal. Travel, move, relocate to a place that is just brighter in that field. And the hope that you have will become just a constant reality for you. That's what I'm getting. Excuse me. Okay. Ooh, sorry. Throat. So then this is the reunion card, and it is romantic encounter or job offer, I believe is what I said. What does it say? Romantic encounter or job offer, yeah. So this is what's going to happen in the end of it. So what this is saying, I believe, is that there's a hobby, a pastime, something of yours that's not your full job, but something you wish was your full job because it's something you really, really enjoy. You've either started or about to start focusing on this thing as becoming something that is, you decide to jump in and do, or you have been working on it and there's a lot of growth happening, so you're becoming really successful in that thing. That's going to require you, or maybe it is requiring you, or you're considering moving in order to get this thing or to be part more of this. And God is saying that this is a great time to do that. source, universe, it's all just kind of like a yes, like travel, travel, travel. And this is also from other readings of mine, and also other readings that I'm hearing. Like everything right now is like backing this. It's backing the move. If you're going to move, now is the time to do it. You've got to do it now. And if you do it now, if you make the jump and you move, you're going to receive a job offer or a romantic encounter. So you're going to move to this place and you're going to meet someone, and or well, that could go both ways. You could meet someone who's on the same journey of the career path, and you make connections. Job offer is a really big one, especially if it's like a hobby or a pastime or anything like that. It's something you really enjoy. Job offer, that's huge. You are starting birth growth, this hobby of yours, to become a job. You travel for it, and after you travel, you get a job offer. Like, that just makes so much sense. I think it also could be that you meet someone. It could be a romantic startup. So maybe the person that you're supposed to be with, if maybe you haven't met your twin flame and you believe you're a twin flame, maybe this is what the city that they live in. Maybe you're being urged to travel because you need to get closer to this person. You guys are supposed to be meeting right now. So, and also because of your hobby. I mean, your life isn't dictated just because of one other person. Your life is your own. You have a lot that you need to do for you, and it's not based off other people. So, but it also could be universe saying that you guys, like, it's a combination. It's like a double-edged sword, I guess, if in a positive way though, that the person that you are supposed to be with might be in the city, and that just so happens to fuel your hobby or job that you wish to have. So this set of cards, I think it's pretty much said and done. There's a group of you out there who have a hobby or something they really love and enjoy, but it's not their current career, and you're working on that being like your full-time career. You either just started, you're growing something, or you are experiencing a good amount of growth with it. And so because of that, you're going to move, or you should, and you're being encouraged to move somewhere else that's going to bring you closer to a job or the field that you wish to be in. And then once you get there, you're probably going to get a job offer. And that's huge because you're going to make connections and make partnerships, or you're going to meet someone romantically that lives in the city where this job is, or why you're traveling is for this hobby. So it's pretty good. I mean, that's a good, I say move. Look at the little spider. There's a little spider on here. Come on. I don't know where he went. Oh, there he is. He's on me. Do you see him? Spider. Yep, there he is. Okay. Poor little thing. So tiny. Okay. So, that group is done. So we're going to do one more group. Take a sit. Oh man, I think there was a bug in that. I'm currently living way far away from where I'm actually from, but I happen to be right back in the country. There's bugs everywhere. Okay. Okay. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Okay then. No, it's not one. Oh my, okay. We're gonna take that one. That one fell out twice, so I know it definitely wants to be out. No. Oh, interesting. Why are these upside down? Okay, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do this. And then, nope. Okay, here we go. Okay. It's always the last reading that's a curveball. It's always the last one. But those are usually, I think this is a very specific group. It's definitely not going to resonate with everyone. But this is a message that does need to be said to a specific group. So if you're part of that, it will resonate with you. All right, so this first card is the Ace of Clubs, and it's nuptials. But, okay, so it means union, alliance, solid bond. It could mean marriage. It doesn't have to mean marriage. This is the Two of Spades, and it is old woman, mother, aunt, grandmother, etc. This is the Six of Clubs, and it's comforting surprise, partial/unexpected success. Interesting. And then this is the Ten of Spades, which is soldier. It's relationship with the police. Though I've noticed it's not always exactly with police, so... Okay. So, what I'm getting is that there's a person out there. This could be you, could be people you know. This might resonate with you, as in, like, the people. It might remind you of people you know. So this is nuptials, strong bond. I feel like this is someone who is committed to someone, and, you know, maybe they're not fully committed, I guess. Well, like, they're I don't know how to explain this. They love the person, yes, but are you willing to really fully commit to this person? Oh, dog's barking. All right. So it's kind of a pressure, perhaps, to commit even to a certain way, maybe. And this way makes you feel, or has this weird feeling, and I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's not me though. It's whatever's coming up. And what I'm being told is it kind of has a certain air or feeling to it of, it makes you feel like an old woman, or it's like, I mean, nuptials are till death do you part. So this is like forever. Like, this is someone wants a forever commitment with you. Or this is someone wants something of you. Like maybe to stay at the same company or job for a longer time. This is just like maybe you are working at the same place you've been working at since you've been like super young. And you are been practically married to the place and you feel like you're going to be there till the day you die. Either way, it's commitment to something till the end, till you're old. Like, it makes you almost feel like drained. I believe that there however is a comforting surprise coming up for you. This to me is something new. This shakes things up a bit. This is like there's been this like stale, constant, like patterned way of doing things for a while, that something happens and it just like changes everything. Or it's kind of like it mixes things up is what I'm getting. Like it kind of is like, it's great, it's wonderful, it's new, it's or it's not new, but it might be success in something you've already been part of. It could be any number of things, but it's comforting surprise. It's like partial, or somewhat, I don't know. It's unexpected success though. And so maybe you were committed to this one job and you just so happened to like apply for some other job that was out of your league in a way to speak, and you ended up getting it. Or I don't know, maybe you're committed to a person that you really truly love, and you till death do you part, you've been there together forever, maybe you are married, and maybe this means that I'm not sure what I'm getting from this, but I've got to say maybe you find out that the person that you really loved at one day and age that didn't work out loved you now, or is single, or I don't know. I don't really know. I'd be careful with that road though. I'm just a little unsure. There's just either ways, it's something that's breaking the old routine of ways. I really think it might be job related. So the relationship with the police card, that's the curveball card, because I'm not sure what this could mean, but I do think maybe it means that you could get yourself into trouble. Maybe not so much with the police, but with the person at home, with people, I don't know, maybe you win the lot. Okay, here's an example. And it's just a very vague and not applied to many people example, but either way, maybe it's almost like if you win the lottery and you take all that money and you start going crazy with it and you start getting on people's radar as like a troublemaker. Or maybe you actually do have like, maybe this is a warning of be careful, because if you go crazy, you might end up making really bad decisions and end up with a relationship with the police. Maybe you get arrested. Maybe you decide to drive a little too tipsy one night from, spinning all at a bar. I know that's just, it's a little bit out there, but I'm just saying that this to me, as much as it means, and I usually am very strict with the meaning of these cards, because I feel that there are very specific cards for very specific situations. And however, I am feeling and being led to this is more of a, not so much just the police, even though I do believe I am being told actually that there is a group of you that are going to have a relationship or an encounter with the police here coming up soon. So to kind of like watch yourself, because I do think that is happening. So be careful. Some of you out there are going to run into the police for something. Maybe if you, I don't know. No, I'm not even going to go down that street. I'm not even, that's up to you to figure that out. So I believe what this is, with that being meaning trouble, the overall feel of this is something that you've been committed to for a long time, a person, a place of work, a certain way of being. It's almost like stale. It's, and maybe not like stale in like a super negative way. It's kind of, it is what it is. It's how it's been forever. There's nothing new with it. There hasn't been anything new forever, except for soon there will be. You find unexpected success with another job, with another person, with another scenario. Something brings you out of this like stuck in one place until you like die, or with one person until the end of everything. And you're just not happy. This is something to break free of if you're not happy, because this comforting surprise wouldn't happen because if you were already happy, then how do you get a comforting surprise of unexpected success that could make anything different? So obviously there is unhappiness here. There is some unhappiness with whatever pressure you are feeling to stick with this situation. And because when I see these two cards, I keep hearing till death do us part, till death do us part. So I do feel like there's a big chunk of this could be job or career, and then the other road of it is that you are maybe feeling like you've been dating someone for so long, and then there's pressure for marriage, because it is the nuptial card. It is, putting a ring on another finger, and this is old lady. So I keep hearing till death do us part. So remember, it's like a reminder to everyone out there that marriage is it's not forever. There is divorce and all that, but some people don't believe in that. And that is you shouldn't head into marriage expecting a divorce. That would not be, I just don't feel like that's a healthy way of thinking. It's just, this is for a long time. This is until you both are old, if you do it the way that it should be done, quote unquote. So remember that. Just remember that, this is a commitment card, and this is an old age card. This is something that's old, stale, or could lead to being that way. Something is going to change everything. It might be something within you. Maybe it's the self-realization. The comforting surprise is that you finally accept a certain way of thinking, and you realize that it's not so bad after all. I just feel like, though, it will lead to some trouble. It will lead to some disruption. I feel like probably with this other person, or, if this is job related, then it probably is maybe a boss that is going to be pissed that you're deciding to leave or switch. Perhaps the person you've been with is not going to be happy with this new form of you or these new ideas. And then that's going to have to, it's just, it's just going to lead to some sort of trouble in a way, but that doesn't mean you don't do it. It's just, this is a warning in a way, but not a warning to avoid. It's more of a brace yourself. This is coming up because God, like I said, every reading has a point. And it's not so much a point, that's obvious, but more of every reading has a reason. Every reading has a reason. And the reason is whatever God deems. God wants you to know these things. God wants you to be able to better move forward, so then you can cleanse yourself more, you can ascend faster, you can be happier faster, and only a beautiful new world, a new earth, will come from happiness. And you can't stay happy if you're committed to something you're unhappy about. So this is a gift from God, this unexpected event, something that happens, maybe a new set of bravery. That's not what I was going to say. But, more this newfound confidence, something. It's going to happen, something that's going to happen. Yes, it will be followed with some turmoil. Maybe the soldier card, you know what, honestly, actually, now it does make sense. Maybe not the law enforcement police part, but it's a soldier card. And it literally translates to soldier. So maybe it's going to be almost like a battle. It's going to lead to some sort of battle at home, with the person, with the company, with your boss. There is going to be battle. You might have to feel like a soldier defending what your side, your beliefs, your wants, whatever. But a soldier defends themselves, like, and they defend what they're fighting for, or the whatever they are fighting, the side they're fighting on. They defend it and defend it. So you're going to have to take up being a soldier and defend yourself and defend what you want. Defend what makes you happy and go for it. Run with it. Run as hard as you can with that happiness. I'm not saying run as fast as you can from whatever situation. I'm not saying to run from your marriage. I'm just saying defend yourself, defend your happiness, and run with it. I think that's pretty much, that's pretty much it. So, okay, well, those were our 3 readings of the night for the 3 different groups that God wanted to talk to. The first group, just as a quick go over of them, on the home front, if you're potentially in the younger generation, on the home front, you're probably making your mom worried sick or upsetting your family because you're going out a lot, drinking a lot, partying a lot, making stupid decisions. It's your friend group that is the problem, and it's also the friend group your friend group is also the answer. Find new friends, surround yourself with a new group of people that will pull you out of this, and then you will no longer have this while at this. Okay, and then the second group was joyous heart pastime. A hobby of yours is something that you really want to make, your not just a hobby anymore, but something that actually makes you money, brings you happiness, becomes a full-on commitment or career. You're starting this. It's a birth of a business or extreme growth. Maybe you have found some success with this thing. So you probably will have to travel or move or relocate or switch positions in order to get that. And then when you do move, you're going to have more job offers, job opportunities. You're going to meet a partner, maybe. Also, you could meet like a person, like a romantic meeting. And then the last reading that we just did was something that you've been committed to for a long time, probably a person or a position that it's almost like, are you going to be there till the day you die? Are you going to be like committed, bonded to this thing until you're old? Something unexpected, surprise or success is going to happen in some field or some form, and it's going to shake things up a bit, and it's going to lead to you having to be like a soldier and defending your side on this. But it is going to switch things up, and so you have to decide, are you going to fight for shaking that up? And the answer should be, yeah, you should always fight for your happiness. So thank you all so much for joining me. I'm sure I will be back soon with a few more little readings. I hope you'll have a wonderful day, night, evening, and I'll talk to you later.